This is the first generation of the food packet survival general purpose. Now, first produced in 1965, it replaced both the food packet survival tropic and survival arctic with this more compact and simplified survival ration. The general purpose is used by all branches to sustain an individual in survival situations including escape and evasion under all environmental conditions, even when drinking water is limited. We have a key on the bottom and a P38 can opener taped to the top. I'm going to keep that key intact, and for display purposes I'll just open it from the bottom with another P38. So let's check this out. Nice little hiss. Alright. Oh, that smells fruity and foul. It's right off the bat. Packet of granulated sugar. Package Consultants Incorporated, Newark, New Jersey. What's this? Soup and gravy base. Chicken flavored. It's kind of flexible. That's worrisome. Moisture might have gotten to it, but who knows? Coffee Instant Type 2. 2.5 grams net. Tenco, a division of the Coca-Cola Company, Linden, New Jersey. Oh wow, look at this. It's like the original cornflake cereal bar, Survival. Cornflake bar, Survival Type 2. Vanbrode Milling, Clinton, Massachusetts. Oh, look at this. I've only seen these in pictures. Cheese and potato bar, molded, Survival Type. Cheese flavoring material. That's always appealing. Alright, what else do we have? Cornflake Survival Type 1. Cool. And then a chocolate fudge bar. So you get 4 bars, a coffee, sugar, and a soup and gravy mix. And this little thin papered instruction sheet. It says, the food in this packet is especially designed for survival use. This food can be eaten even when water supply is limited. Caution, if you're exposed to salt spray or have swallowed salt water, do not use the soup and gravy base. The soup base may be made into a broth or used to season chicken-flavored or cheese-flavored soup. The food packet can hold 12 ounces of water brimful when opened with a can opener, or 8 ounces brimful when opened with a key. Eating slowly will give more satisfaction. Cool. And that's it. You could leave this on like that and potentially use it as a handle, maybe to boil water. Naturally, I didn't do that, but it's still excellent for display. Nice. And it was produced June 1965. This ration's still produced to this day. It's gone through a number of changes over the decades. It contains only 8% protein in order to minimize metabolic water requirements too. So this thing, it's mostly carbohydrates and fat. That's looking pretty good. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice, okay, so let's first start off with that soup and gravy base. Chicken flavored. I think this thing is pretty well solidified, but who knows? Not much give to it. Oh, yeah, let's get a glass right up to this thing. It's gonna spill everywhere otherwise. Kinda has that malleable look to it. Look at that, it's still okay. I think. It smells fine. And then that Coffee Instant Type 2. Boy, that chicken, before even stirring it, that smells good. Wow. Very inviting, chickeny kind of smell. Oh, that smells kind of foul. Like it really picked up the odor of something else in the can. Not bad. Get every last bit of that goodness. All right, so those are probably still a little bit too hot. Let's check out that cornflake survival type 1. Oh, the packaging feels like it's, this is never a good sign. When you see the plastic and foil kind of separating like that, that's never good. This thing's gonna be a doozy, my guess. Might be wrong though. Oh, that smells awful. Okay, it's, oh man, what did I expect? I mean, it's 52 years old. It was probably designed to last maybe 10 years, tops 20. It doesn't look all that bad, but trust me, if you could only smell this, that's why I gotta take a little bite. It seems like it's absorbed the cheese. But it's still actually edible. But you taste this waft of the cheese. I mean, it's the only way I can put it. Yeah, I need to. It's still pretty hot, but it smells so chickeny. It has this like nice onion undertone to the smell. Oh, that's a savory masterpiece right there. That thing is still perfectly good. Oh yeah. At least I hope so. It's it looks good. Yeah. Decent. Still perfectly fine. Well, I think I'm gonna go for the cornflake bar type 2. Oh, that just smells like cheese too. You know, I guess after all those years, the cheese and potato bars smell has permeated the rest of the contents because the coffee smelled like it. These cornflake bars smell like it. Now the chicken broth, that just smelled like chicken broth. I mean, maybe that was just a stronger smell than the cheese and it's still fine. Look at this. I mean, it looks perfectly good, doesn't it? But the smell... not so good. Again, well, hey, that's less sweet. So that's where the cornflake bars all started. You know, that's amazing. Those are still edible. So the fudge bar, okay, the cornflake bars, real quick though. What do they taste like? Well, it tastes like eating some frosted cornflakes. Like, you know, they're kind of sweet. This one's sweeter. Like, type 1. Wow. Sorry about the chewing sounds again. Okay, so, chocolate fudge bar. Okay. Oh, now that's just... I don't know if I'm going to try this out because it's just... Look at that. Alright, that doesn't even look good. This... That's truly awful. I don't want to taste this at all, but kind of have no choice because it's there. And it's so rare. Oh. Yeah, that is not edible. At all. What is that? Oh, it's the sorbitol. Yep. I wish they didn't add sorbitol to it. That's the third ingredient. You see, it's always the third ingredient with these fudge bars. No idea what they were thinking adding that. But it's the worst chemical flavor. I just had an MCI fried ham that had one of these bars. It was a circular one, and it's not nearly as bad. I gotta wash down. What am I gonna do? That helps. Kind of takes the edge off. You know what really takes the edge off of everything? Some coffee instant. See how decent this is. It smells like cheese. It even tastes a little off. That's kind of a shame. It's still pretty good. Sure is better than that fudge bar. Wow. That's really something. So this. Cheese and potato bar molded survival type. Made by the Armor Pharmaceutical Company, Kankakee, Illinois. I think I'm saying that wrong. Probably am. Sorry. Oh, look at that. It's so bright. Oh, and so foul. Alright, this thing. Oh man, look at that. I bet you this thing used to be amazing back when it was still fresh. Then again, it might have smelled the exact same. Who knows? I don't know what to do with it. Look at that thing. It's a bright yellow cheese bar of death. I mean, I haven't even tasted it yet, and I just know that I'm really in for it this time. I don't know. It's freeze-dried. Wait a second. That doesn't taste nearly as bad as it smells. It just smells like horrible cheese. It tastes like freeze-dried American cheese and potato. This thing's a real treasure. I mean, a true diamond in the rough. Considering the way it smells, I still don't know what to do with that. I mean, you could rehydrate it. I kind of feel like doing that. You know, it'd probably be really good mixed with the chicken soup. That's thoroughly enjoyable. It's savory, has a nice onion flavor to it, not too overpowering of chicken. That's really good. I've had chicken soup from 1957. That was also, I suppose that was edible as well, or drinkable. But this is a lot better. It's a better formula. The flavor of the onion. This, wow. That's amazing. And cheese bar, it smells so awful, but tastes so good. Well, actually, it's kind of bland. But considering the way it smells and what I thought I was in for, that's amazing. So 3 out of the 4 bars are still edible. I would have never guessed that. Everything smells like the cheese. Has a real funky smell to it. Everything. Even the coffee instant type 2 here. Which, the sugar really kind of balances this out. I just had type 2 that tasted so much better. What happened? I don't know. Wow, this is really something. You know, when you're eating stuff like this, you really wonder, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, 5 out of 6 components that are still consumable. This ration's been a real surprise. First generation of the food pack is survival general purpose. Never thought I'd get a chance to try out this dehydrated potato cheese bar, and especially not when it's still edible. I mean, that smell is awful. Chicken soup. Wow. Savory. Nice onion flavor to it. Cornflake bar type 2. A little hard on your teeth, but it's edible. Excuse me. Amazing. And with a freeze-dried, hash browns and cheese, essentially. That's tasting better. It's even smelling better. I'm getting used to this stuff. It's a shame it's probably the only one I'll ever eat. This right here, this is food science. It was very advanced for back in the day. It still really is, actually. So light. I really do. I can't help it. I want to reconstitute some of it in here. I know that's probably blasphemy, but just floating in there. Save one more bite. Let's see what that does for it. The salt really brings out the flavor of the cheese. Oh, that is savory and delectable. These little cheese balls floating around in there. This is gonna be good. Oh yeah, the salt and the cheese, chicken flavor. This is a real recipe for success. Hopefully not a real recipe for something else later. Wow. That's pretty cool. You could reconstitute the cornflake bars as well. You could break these up and make a porridge out of them. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to enjoy them. Now what I don't want to do, oh yeah, you don't want to ever try out one of these fudge bars, everybody. Don't, if you ever come across one of these in a C Ration B unit or in an old food packet survival general purpose, you don't want to eat them because it'll ruin your day. It's terrible. Oh, there's no redeeming quality about that. No more of that. I need to chase it down to the... I just had to confirm it. Thought maybe it'd get a little easier. Is what's floating around in there? Ooh. Oh well. Yeah, you can't get that flavor out. It'll coat your throat with this sugary... I just did an MCI, I'll talk about it there. But I've experienced that before. Especially if you take a real big bite and you think it's fine because it does kind of taste okay at first. Man, that was some sludgy soup. Look at that. Cheesy goodness too. Nothing unpleasant about that. I'm going to savor this part right there. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy those. This, I'm going to throw out. Nothing good about that thing there. I just realized I just drank whatever was floating around in there. Well, that was a first generation food packet survival general purpose from 1965. I'm going to save these for later. Wow, what an experience. I mean, sorry, that's gross looking. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989 off MRE Info. Hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old. Alright, cool. See ya.